metal.
ho adwuma ansa na di mu na afa bie kwan ato no mo na enkrofo aba animu aba beje license no ebi enkrofo aba animu aba beje license ni ebi yenhwe kwan ben ne ebefa so a wo mo a ebeba beje license no as a country ebetimi regulate wo mo yie so ahun ye wo so many natural resources e wo ha sei a efa kese na benefit yen at the end of the day wo mo an ebefa ko na wo akoye de om de beye ya nkasa as Ghanaian citizens no ade na benefit yen enti we akokoba ne sei no die ne ebeye a ye betimi regulate in such a way say emfaso no ebetena Ghana ya.
Okay, the kind of say must be a budget certificate now. If I not for this certificate, near my meaning you see this one. Dear Hina or Pacodia, or could be near a year I a friend of 10 for 5 bano. I be honest, Miss Srono and Mikosro. This Rono, I be Habino near the ISCBG. No. Now, ne 5 bano, ne hono, a fancy, dear, a fancy.
Ai duabena no
na ne duabena no de no de be duabena no ene ne de ntade bibiri a hyeyen ntade bibiri che nipa bibiri underwear bedsheet nyama bibiri ohunu na eno a enti de ade a nipa no kwa akoye no okodua we ede a ye asawa ye de be ye ntade no ana se de okodua no okudua de aba ya be ye extraction amenya CBD no ana CBG na so be CBG ne so a etse onya land free Ghana pharmaceutical now sanya another certificate free food and drug board because one for keke because at the end of the 3D milk it's the abiane it's not never be free mo so this certificate no minister no o nwie e so for food and drug board so equity certificate no mo hu ade crop portion person dey and afei ni ono so pese o dey be materials no ni ade no bi ono so dey be certificate na regulate so na afei ye bitima o maka bom because the hotel machines can you can o juice factory o Ghana as I say it me set this machine bi I bitim dey aya asawa ade aya ntade ade aya bibia a lot of things you also you say certificate now be jina na wo kwa akoye yes akoye no bi abeji me kwa akoye enro ben because machine na ye dey CBD ye dey extraction no machine no kwa cost almost about $700,000 but what you to machine back pe na wo ti dan no now ye be fiti bibia ye fiti bibia de mawa we can't say we share say we production na every week we bit menya time that's $1.4 million because back up extra 750 just imagine certificate na kwade yo you say aban so bi amaji okwade dia ye dey as I see it me regulate and some e dey be ma wo no dey na wo dey koye na so dey koye so asachi no ni na wo kwa akotinti ha na land so kwa bebe o se hu baby kura wo kwa akoye no na dey wo kwa akoye no so okokoti wi a dey na wo dey ye wo dey be ye ntade wo dey be CBG abatwi mu ado wo dey be CBG so a pharmaceutical product is a company also better it's a food and drug board to better say I don't know what sector no you be nyam paso we dey to bi akwa no akoje
oh okay
you hu san ma ni answer anya say na oh e be say o dey koye dey no obi e hu dey o dey koye afi na we na afi dey man for the no e dey ha di no ke o say to regulate yi and say the certificate na mo
na yes we no nyese bi asabio e ba be busu amankrofo because bi no madwen yom se we aben
ke o we no say yeah me ba na ka me example ka creative be back one bucket and ka me ye no say me 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 bi pa na me abstract from one na menya extraction bi a one bottle. That's that one bottle because 1 kilogram of CBD is $1,400. 1 kilo pickle. Inti your mama
Oh, also 1 kilo near saying.
They have you need
Enumi.
now yeah some milk no say ya CBD ni nyina wi a ya twe wi no me fa nkopon kakra
Okay,
so
okay.
so CBD na di kan no yeah baby pallet we no okofa we na e wo say wo na wo de ba ye wo machine bi te say grand say nika you know na no de leche you know di guma na ye nkruwa na ye nkruwa ni wi a na ye de egu adem ye de egu adem na ye de akọ oven ye kotu waseti we nya so no kwa ye kotu na de ye kotu na ye de to almost about 75 degrees Fahrenheit ye de ya to no be 2 hours let us angwa no ase de angwa no bem eyi wi a na fe ye de abagu bibi a ye fe no particle cylinder na ya hihye go cylinder no so bia woni de wo de go cylinder no mu wi a na fe ye de for extraction and you be loaded to the extraction tank. The extraction tank so or the cooling system. Because if you would shape we are, you want to keep 5 hours. If the 5 hours, you know, not the would be as I said, it would be a petition. I would use you and away I don't know. Not a passer. A buy we are ubenya oil. When your oil, I really find the crude oil. Now that crude oil, no, and then a 1 barrel, $850,000.
And petroleum crude oil.
Yeah, it is a crude oil. It is a oil part. The thing is, I don't what yamono.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think I really have to at why a crude. Now, one year crude, no, and then now pay what they for lab. Now, what they call lab on the year, they should be a kind of perimeter for ordinary extraction. And then now you ethanol, no, a better, a lab. Now, you to that perimeter box, you know, then it's a rotary vibrator. Then so I shall see now for the no we no can. So they are now they are vibrating and I say which you know air pass for no. They said the year no no. That you know na air CBD no ediaba. The electricity now are refining of comma. Now yeah, you we are. We you be not filter dryer. Now, some not filter dryer. Either a car, no, ether and the fire, any CBD, no, it's your white. A white to pound, will be, as you say, a more, as you say, featuring. Then you're the more, you're the not degree, you're the near a degree. You see, we now who is done, a Yama degree, machine, no, yes, I see a video near the answer, you will do a bit natural. And yes, we never will be asking a question, no. Over America, your baby, if we necessarily we need to know my baby what for commercial basis, and yet for be a domestic to be a no. It is a banner so or dear to one. That's what you have to be quite easy. Oko this certificate na dia na wo de ko ye ehin na wo ko bia e dan na wo ko tin ya ba be check fire service ko bia be check say e ho ye okay asana wo food and drug board so die no so ya me say ti so be man krofo adwuma bebre ye be ma biochemist for students of university platform o me de go lab aba be hwe the extraction no say ye nyama bebre ni wo
That's Accra me to see here. Who could just have license on one? One cassa, the other some your company, and some set it up. Machines are mudria, that's a year red dear. One and by one juma. And you say, Bia will be by Jacodria, will be a better aqua. Yes, I extraction.
Good. But you know, and it is to be by this or go halfway in farming. Obedient no. Or for Jacodria because no be anything else to tell we. Because machine on Kwani almost about $750,000. And some of the will be see extraction we use gas. Gas here, I don't know any use gas near the different one. And we have more quantity in your perform baby to see them funny second in Japan or banty or a July baby. All three SNO and one macrophobia should be almost so a banty phone and move about the brands on Kwano in Iti obi bedi certificate no ntini na wosi timi kire se we certificate na okodu ya no onye obi a ono de eba be ye medicinal plant ono de opedua no be supply or supplier ena ba ko bi so awaje ne de no so waje certificate no se obe ye CBG no at the same time outside our farm me won profo bebre ena obi so ji ye no so me be ye we edru no na masa be ye di friend commercial basis inside be ye study me be ye jute me the supply I for work amana nti then you say dey makwa ni pa na be dia na ode for ye tima regulate no
e say Accra obi ka say bia na ni je ho onyaaya anka so aye bia wo afutu obi ade be masa ni pa
yeah say answer also for so even also who say adia na me kom no me kom me ko ye ne say I say kokofo obi ado koko no dan so o koko na ba o bete no oni inkrofo mbebo na manase o ti wie kura wonya ba bi okwa kodua enti na me kwa kodua bia ehe na medua wie no ehe na metwa na metwa wie ahwa na beto also to so ho sa ena die also beto ye bi no honestly me so be ba be ye we na me ba be wi an set be set up me me say me be set up abaye CBD no in fact CBD no ye scarcity pa ntimi de media no media me be ye obi a commercial basis me be ye nuro ana me be ye nuro be ye bia me be start trauma obi on so be bie in lab on so beton na no so pa ho ayo nkofo mo tonton wa amano na edi wa certificate be kira nkwa mo paso nti ni pa no so kare no ho hwe ene nti na so ko ekwaje license no so okay send this no sika so person ba system no say the obey ya twi nuro to say South Africa no so to na woni kura na also almost about $1 million because they can a dino will be see and the amount of machine and $750,000 machine no by 60 we be about 60 days number you be set up electricity gas ubenya no he nti also checking in answer just so 15 yes you be ma obi set up with dua wi no afa ye obi ama no nto ye hu be be franco na afa ni fa no be no nti say this is no obi a e wo sa ba no hu say na me be ye asembe ni say ya se mu dua wa na be tue if ye obi obeto ye obi o de be sa we there and say release certificate ni sa anya sa o ma no be say South Africa sa no mo be de Lesotho abana dia to na individuals ni fa be mi nsa ka bom aye but idea bebo am se Canada Japan I was sa na yesa no in the bank phone no and after you be me o man be do application o bi no so wo bi me de cha edua application no am ye nya the first one up to grade 1 e dey different e dey enro no nti enye wi ni kwa obi so be dua ahwede am enye bibi afrim obi so bi ya bank am ye benya eto na afrim nti we nti e be set up nyema bebre enye wi ni kwa
wow akranke adi anu si na wo be wo fra pese wo ne eche ayemo
bibi fufra me pese edi eche ne se we no I can want and you want who the organ no we you were him difference were him and I say marijuana and ankasem. They have no the movie so no more. Obet man one bucket. I know who we are no more because and this is I'm looking cool him. Na de ye wi na ka marijuana na ankasa no odum kitwa bi ano wabo enti ndo na ye ne wo CBD and CBG de marijuana no eye no ano odin pa enti ye hwe ni ye se ye nka se de tubi atim ko dua bi na so ye hemp nko a hemp no so dua na ye nya obi a ombe no omno so ombe bo adam e sanse no ewo a less 0.3 less and what he is that is tetrahydrocannabinol no nke o se fe ni ye se ye ma obi a ye charge be ye specific obi e bibia na obi anom ye so ma no be se ye hu de de ye na de nso fasoro ni e kira be bro man
Akrawie bedo ase o ne obre.
Yeah, Mr. Medawasipa.
Yeah. Abusianfo ye nua be ma kwadwo opon di adodo no ade nim no eye akra eba na cortis ho nimde ne ade a waben ewo mu pa o Canada brochmemo ena ye ne no atwetwe nkomo neat 100.9 ena waso egu a otie no ebiebie phone lines na atomu kakra bi na ye di nkomo kakra na ifi ho no mo a afi yatoa ensem no. You activate phone line. Hello, good afternoon.
Fine afternoon.
Bacho di ni baby afrefi.
Again, when you catch a few of Ancoberia.
Jan mo yeti o wi hu komo no.
That same would ye, as a she come ye power. Nano, or so for you could carry you once or two judges and another she does what I say. And it is so much, no man can't say 1 year power. Young can't say she does one for one of your done is great and ordinary Kuruma. And you would say, a man's idea, the overbody is the young friend, no bank, one another don't know where you know, young shield, no money, no credit. Name of the idea the bay the papa. I mean, young family have been found too. And this are part the as idea with the Ghana near Tiano, and Mum Mano, it didn't get correct. And this are why we are both fully a party. I deal with you to say, yeah, no more a baby. Namibuja na bano efa no moton no benye bia koto te de be ya wo mo e bia na wo no no ye be bon wo ban ahwehwe de be ya wo benya kwan adua papa wo mo go dua bone no a e de wo ha bebre yen
This no Ministry of Interior. Omo na omo ye in charge. Omo na amom sa atumi no. Omo mbe hu ba bia. Omo betonton no. Ama nkrofo akoto bi.
Yo, bye bye.
Hello, good afternoon.
Kamjama.
Yeah, Pacho di ni baby afrefi.
We Dr. Newman with my committee.
Yanko.
Mami, senya paji opening chese mu ya din fa so be bayi. Enka me dem metumi ya ka me fa me ka me dem ka ma aban nko anye. Ana se pharmaceutical companies no bi. Nko a omo ya ba platform no mo bia makwan omo bia kwan se onu nko bia. Because aban ka say ya fa so me ba mo nye bi da dey. Abi yem putuduma ni development amaye. But as a bit say or say Sagam say ya by say, Mammy, say Kabanga said the fact that here I don't know two war and I go fight Ghana for good come here than Kabanga said Ghana. You will kill me ye. Ama got for so the Baba Commander is told me to go make that say. It is says a ban media and a banaman and Nico on one big land. Then I want me and share from a factory commander. Make any study about you don't answer me and Sakapo Ghana Arma. It's about Boma or manager, it's about unemployment. Yes, what? If you have a ama ya ban so nya faso ama wi so aso organ for so.
Hello.
Hi.
Pacho di ni baby afrefi.
Soja, rush ni you.
Rashawa yanko.
Media MC. Get to phone. Ya indicate to mu. Instead say bebre omu ti ase na anu eka asem a me area ho no mu boss se si yan fanti tabi o yanum be hwe ho si hwe anti yan education nko papa anya sa mami buama eno bia kwa ka kitake wo podamfo no be dos wo kom what I say anti yesre afede de emu kwan se omu ndua no so ye sure say de nim be hwe omu because pharmaceuticals for so say the offers the materials no ba omu workers no bi betumi awia akoto ma gato for so ati yemma education ko so pa say wo abechiw say unum a say unkokra 50 years and now 70 years where they have special free education ube didi ube bibia wo 15 years now bra bia bye bye.
That's hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, BIAMAH.
About ija ba nini?
Anka to ba ni yo.
Bacho yanko.
Kemi show bebre. BIAMAH me aduwe yi hwe papa na okasa no. Nchetremo de ma na mfasa ewom ewo men ho a danka obabu a anka ya de popo na BIAMAH ni megana ha politics yi wo he. Biala Ghana ya de politics mo yi. Whatever church fashion as a woman, but on your one word over the baby no. Or be my beggar, what are your politics? Hey, I bet your bay, Papa may last to the family, your family. No one tell patrol. At the power teach you, our demonstration, one mamma parliament to pass in, what the baby could have. Can I say that okay was in Lord? What did I the parliament, really say? Anti-gay, or just say what part of doing now when you won't pay the other, then what to me, I participate in that, yes, or be to me, what can dinner, what can they? Oh, or be only the color, you don't call the account, not that pass a bill man, and go for the wire gay, and my dear, get up for me. This is way up there, and check the mother ban and come for some bamboo gun here, uncle, I have the pass.
That's it. Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Mani soja.
Yeah, na amu akuni.
But the way you me abema na amu akuni. BIAMAH. Aya nko wodi na yiye afa yi hu nsem no. Uti hu se ayade a oman de emla to ho a ademfafo ebebre oman Ghana ama magu nsu anya aduma ye. Na no soja ko kwampo ya makwan se ko kwampo aya ne kwampo no ye makwan do bia ne ye kwampo no. Amanfo esmogre ede ko amanfo so na yiye a yemi gaade gampo no ye mabu enya kwan bi anom atonnom de da ahye ahaya de de gigi to gumbi o ombi bi ade ye gatu amra ben pa ne midland dan ene be tun a aban bi ba ye se di anko di anko nsem ama di asese awo mangere mu a BIAMAH ndi message we die aye sawo mu a ade esafo ko betu adie ko be dia dia ngana sanka wa wadi na you are that side enemy ni o ko ta ba e kan wo bom na ma sisi aka wo to be 5 days bi go ni dia mu na mabu nge na do wi fu na ko dia ko se an ko be do wi no na ma be to abata ma mabu ko abata ma mabu ahye de me di bi se ene de ba nka emwe ebe ha o man papa nti abane fa ni ntuo na da abande ade me ba dim no na be dia na nka be na ye de fa be ma nka be papa say be yan kran ne de ma BIAMAH akwam pia so amafo bi bi ko geto ama ba mabu so ato ahye ama di ye abo manga na ha.
Medase. Hello, good afternoon. Oh. Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mami Soja.
Bacho dini baby Afrifi.
Polo man from Dodoa.
Okay, Bacho Yankasa.
Mami Mr. The Omni say, we need the you, now so no also motion ye pow. Because Martina da kuma pen, who share boys na boys ni bi o ha, ma me bi a minimum no, ni ma mienu pe. Ba ku wi secondary school na osa si wi, mi ni o ka se won nam quota so se mi ni o ka se. Nti side be to motion ye why. Ana de ba ku so me sa ka ni say also galamsey no more to former style galamsey this scale ni nti aba we ade ba ko pe any dance one is obey wi no nti wo hwe ni yi de oye bia se na nko yi ma nti esre no wi no fa na papa bi nto so mbe ya no mo ye ni yi damose
menso meda sepia busuafo ha na ye de yen ebusu kwadwopon AK Accra wo pese woni ne din kita ho bi a mo ye group wani je ho se Five 391 7184 001 513 391 7184 or US abrochimemu ofreno a onu bedin komo kama na mum don't abuse it may abuse you ne line no why eti na chese ne eda ho no wani je ho ese sa we cultivation ne nasefo yi won so pese wo ye bi na esoba mfaso emma wo huge capital se ne no ka ho asem na wo de bekra emfidi aba na motimi abom aye ama aye ye ope partnership o then na wo hwehwe obeboa ama ne nyina etimi abemu na bibia akọ na nima ha ene ye de ehon nkomotwetwe no ye de mo AC neat 100.9 ena waso egu a Nyafo ye guso ade nkomotwetwe na eba na me wa ha ya dasa we de mu kura ehu me wa ha me nkoto mani a former Gomua West chairman of the NPP, former first vice chairman of the NPP Central Region, Onukroya, former NADMO coordinator. Hey, Honorable Jodonko, on na nimini. Hey, na abua bi na echesi no anase ayi fence asi kusie won tam piawia wo se kusie piawia se wom na se scatter fan woni bom eti minim se Honorable Jodonko scatter fan woni bom na obe aba anes anshansa na BBS
yo e de kama minchi etiefo
etiefo
obi ansame na ja haye me fie nti mi twele me se e sister me hu wa che Baba show.
Oh.
And I see my baby so say some can save me man go for free fanad bo free. Hey. Let me see. Hey.
E dey ansem na akokan.
Aso me can so na ye no kware o.
E dey ansem na kan.
Hey, me niaba, edi ka me chetie for.
Chetie for Joseph.
I'm say some time ago me fa say, me say na wa which was me former Central Regional Affairs Vice ya. Eja my yem go Mwa West, the long serving chairman of go Mwa West. My yem adwuma wie until 2014 me say we ni but me wie na me de ma me first vice. Na me call region. I call first vice chairman wa region man. Me a me nua pay Mr. Kuti. Eja ye de gangam so ye campaign and the party ba power 2016 yen 19 seat out of 23. Internet just say ye cha de anka first vice de anka me request am de call anka ye de anka I say we twa fufu na every un senator nkwen anka me ya hye menum. Ye de me request call ya require de bre me no so me can radio so dem to bobo we yam. Na so ba ne de. Ye see the tete man say ye de call ye no. Ni mu aye ne say me ya ala nipa.
Na o ba ya politics our hand.
Nti be ala nipa nti ade be nya ne ame pe no na me ja me kotena me baabi me dwene me ho 2019 me ho man 2018 October me wana e frame say o man pay ni say yan am regional nadmo director nadmo na dey ani nadmo because na me minim na advice po
Onti da aturenche mu
me ya me to me I come na ko Ghana kra
na onti ne
me ya me business me na just say nadmo dey free hin enti eja omo cheche me wana me so me adwuma we dey nya dey ameye ti me train mu akopim the following year March and me hiamwa serious wo tour na me pesa me import fuel enti man kwam na bates eja central region na ye wura Yusuf frɛ no na me call no ho ti me call na kwam na catch Joe Oman pay na yina kwem se sikọ na admo director wanko na ochine bi ohia bibi da obere no waya mount bo modian na kopa ka onyama na ko na me say bo since October up to March mira bem te chise ne wanka se wutu anamon ti me one man of Frank so wakọ Plaster House on the president e kedi won komo enti ase me meje me letter ana me call ye ana me letter na ye green o
that a president office what the
green coat of arm was presidential secretary scientific idea to on sign Krinking me park me my central region guam sana I say police ni bi aka ye bon na officer o punish no watam na kote akurase
that no dey o
na dey me but ya me she me ndum yam me call ye na adwuma no a ese me ye no me ye ya me kire say na the central region dey bi obefe bia na admode ye chen police for ya ji ba bia afa na ni say scan wo kwa me am de misika ye in the name of president am appointment it was say me ye me anything ba ye ya kopim March 2020 na ketu bi ama ka ni ho me ana me de me V8 me de me pick up me de ye adwuma nti pick up that bia wo nya accident say me ko siesie me de support nti somewhere June March April May 2020 and ye frɛ say was ye koye biomatic and ye koye wie June no wutua ye me ya ye no eka no mo man staff ID sa June 2020 no enti na say ye to ye adwuma so na say na ye nim se ya ye bia 2 years a mo atua ye ka no de eye den a enimi de ye be ye so be ye de aketua beba ya kopim December 2022 ye ho no ma letters aba say ye na ye contract no obi no contract wu 2020 obi no di wu 2019 nti ye hand over December 30th 2022 na yenko na me question na mbisa ne say na obi no contract wu 2020 March 2020 na obi no contract wu 2019 na one man letter mo anko tinefie na still woman is try was said this director and I said regional director auditors ba on no process bibia on meeting on no so letters ba as a regional director on no process bibia na wo ba chon letters on hand over 2022 no na sa 2 years na why no kwagini pay wo he o say dey etu enye
wow
ye tue na one or no ye pokran se nsu togum enti metina hodi mankasa but a party na amon adwuma wo keke no anken ya se wo ye wo atwa otekira mana wo wi ntem de metina be bedwuro me ho but me problem is out of nipa 14 no ya wo the whole Ghana na say tete wo the whole Ghana no mo ye nsade no ni mu train ye fi central region ne tu na wo mu ya ye say directors mo ye me directors na mo hye mase no maame wo mo ye bia na condition mo sese na wo de ntoma bobo wo yem
wow omo ya bia omo ya assistant my
omo didi krede Mr. Opoku for 3 good to 4 years na yire na ton wachi na okwa adwuma wakaji chop mo no na iro de akọ na wa ye adwuma 4 years to 5 years mo ntwe na kaprepo opeti ho Mr. Foley Cape Coast Metro papa the long serving secretary ogo Cape Coast constituency otini be bi no man appointment out of 4 years plus 1 year per year no ne papa be di owonanom bosi abia bia kwa adwuma ni na da no so
ti anamonto be no watu afasa de
how much ya to okwa ya say they were doing us a favor and na mabufu no na last me nyanka me se me church ase bi mu na the reason me church me say yes administrator fra ha say me cars aso me kan ye kwhwesem nanka I wish he will call in here nanka I will bring the document I will sign say so which your letter mo bi say dated 28 December 2022 hand over 30th December 2022 na the contract to 2020 sa time na 2020
enya 2020 no buy
obi ne wusu onipa ne contract ewu 2020 onipa ne contract ewu 2019 what why ye adwuma ma wa na o letter bre ni December 2022 asa ye kasa asem we but I pass asem wo kan obi ankasa ho and these are the people these are people obi ekita position or party no mu mejo donko so me kan misika ma se ogomu west the core region sabi me the year ball who crank na me ton bottle water but because of party hold up because me ye to extend say there was a day and anado na the office wo koko memory of friend me any the late amekwa ya kwatro na o constituency chairperson won sanwom oboya baso won office say yame ya adom na so onwini a onwini obeya man that was 2012 me amisi comedy to television me chiche emu cement emu electrification me bottom sika o nya say my contract simply because I love the party na say me one year bibia sa bon kro no enti say me dan say me po me chok my chief of staff say an common fresh party fu mpanifo nyina no me hie mpo no mo nka so obi a because of ahochi kakrenti ye terminate my appointment and say ye ni say enti mo nko na bia ye tie be ye ho asem aka uche olete mo peni bibia nkasa ho na wuwie na say me asem na me yesa me shede betena say me cheche say ye me interview na so bi bisa me no administrator ko so be fra say me asem a me kan na ye kohwese o ye kohwese o ye kan so on refa na ni say 1 year kwa obenya bi inti me sre asem a me ka nya me jodon ko de bia me ka me say sika no a me edi betu ame no say de ma me say ko ntumi nton na no toys me na mo mo me nche no mo toys o mo ko mi fi o no ntumi nton because me pay do 4,000. I didn't know.
You didn't know? I know when you pay.
Oh, me pay and do 4,000. Into say, and to me, Tom and toys. Into I am not worried. But this is director. Some we are doing my sin now. Omo brena. To me, I say me send this come more did you know? And it's me papa penemu. Opoku okenya motor accident because of your party adwuma. Man name bu. They say oton and answer. Into me sir. Say onipa na ofra ha no okache me nim administrator ko no okay but so won no no tie me on san fra ha
be ba cho ho me so keto be ma me na me nkwa homa so na ye ne Mr. Afriye Mr. Afriye director of administration wo National Disaster Management Organization Afriye yamo ha o
ni amenya ba
bibi aboko de
nyame adawo ma me ho boko
okay adom yanso ye ho ye pa
na
na say idea yira jodonko eka no wo bibia obete afri ho
ntem o kan de say bebre mu de na pese me ka ho bi
waka bibi say adwuma a one ne nkrofo ebeye ye no up to now yentua wo mka ama se sa brabo mo ye dia mo mpa
o
wa
se hwan me pa cho chire mu ye o se hwan wanu jo don ko ni etua ne ka na
ono akasa wa hatie no
me pa cho me tie no
ye ya don ko o se opesu ohun adwuma poten amo ye hwan adwuma mo ye na omuntu aka
okay central region ye miensa Mr. Poku Nimano what the director Mr. Foley Mr. Foley Cape Coast Metro district director and then Miakasa regional director
esa jo don compacho e pacho me pacho ma ke edina wa bobono wan kasa no a yentu aka bi adwuma na ya yentu aka
Miakasa na mfialo no di adwuma na me yentu ameka na di adwuma na de maame
ono jo don ko me pacho
na me regional director
ono jo don compacho say yeah, 2 years contract yentu aka
Masa Mr. Afriye asam na wo kanu tie me na me kan yie 2 years no contract na would have 19th and ye adwuma 2021 so me phone so asa na mo yɛ biomatic the mutu and say 2 years nti sa na I carry forward that say me ye 2 years asa na mutu aye no nti arrangement was ye so so ye omo the letter say ko mo renew amanye say ya 2020 no contract no wu ye no mutu and that very dem ka say enkotra ye fie ne ya enkotra ye dia but we do extra month
honorable Jodonko honorable Jodonko Mr. and same be over and your radio so near can one kasa wouldn't say salary cry itua o kan kra no abro so na o better pick what back to government
there be one I am
and there's no for radio to say atem na o kan no say itua o ka then na itua o ka
Afriye na me ba o Mr. Afriye sa 2 years na omo eye adwuma no moatua
o say
2 years na oka ho asem se eno no ma ye adwuma no awie bataketua bia maye no eno no moatua na
but o dey tell say honorable Jodonko eba adwuma for as a contract worker about all tell
me tie opa
adwuma as a contract worker ye man 2 years contract from the presidency contract near the map from the president's office of the chief of staff enti contract ni wu ye no ye tua ni kan contract 2 years ni tua ni kan every
contract ni wu da ben
se si ana minim samba from enti minni document bi a o mention se si a
okay
ya ono po no ye tua ni ka ema ewura ye wo kan nyina no ewura mama or auditors application also or refund about 8 months salary to government yeah
broso san den na ko broso
madam na me ka say mo an kan kire me some buffer me enti say me ni document bia o me hu say a meeting dey aka say na mo kan say me nkata mama mo kan kire me say mo buffer me na e ka me prepare documents ni nyina ama
okay
o dia say da me ya tell na ku Jodonko radio so na because me or the man you need kuma or the document free central region ba or the brand personally mami di akire ya bibia ma no e mo wa say
enya no kra se aban de wo mo ka wo sika ka mu ene sa ne ma no
mani ma proof say ni sika ka ban ho mani ma proof so pa me brand proof say ono so ajan sika wo so refunding
ene nyame ya adom a ya wada me hia mu nyina wo
me ba ya wada no public account committee me ma
oh okay
ya wada e be ko pack
okay
so they have to prove ya me o ma me time o prepare na me na kasa me honorable Jodonko ni asem me nua no
mate
me nua pre ko pere no
mate me ne ayi Magjerry ebedi nkomo na ekire Magjerry ama date why but honorable Jodonko so be so obi so asem
me pa so me tie no
was me nua no ba ko pe
me nua pa
e na obi frame radio so and the by obi some not my son make can say say man ke yi ya so man ke say that time no po yi an wo nuan mo frɛ me and as o frɛ studio na ka che studio for say omo nga say me kan ye no kre
Honorable Yankasa Wachre, away Yankasa Wachre.
Or say if you are some Yankasa Wachre, Honorable
me Matthias
Mr. Free, that's a
Mr. Matthias but wo ka che me say it's over na ye ka say etu no kwa na etwa makoma no because my year letter with the man me say me nko tene fie ye nko tene fie no e December 2022 December 2022 Inti say obi tren with me woman pick up so of year 2021 woman ID card staff number 2021 Inti I don't know what I do in 2020 oh inti you fear some but me dey say me idea me chi in my life inti na second day you know idea me chi in my life say me can sem na wo be frɛ and waka say nipa na asem na kana yekɔhwi sem me na me de mo sisika no ehia me but say nipa mienu na mo ye adwon mase no ebere o mo bra no yenti o mo ka and it is not that I've never reported to the authority my chiro e de akọ my chiro the chief of staff me am sending personal chief of staff let a message more ma reply kra but what will chief of staff do if the so obi en twa na mo nkofo yi bre nti so be ka me say me ye kohwini a na de ye twa me over quota o mo de frɛ ye na 2018 obi a quota o mo de ma 2018 obi mkwa from 2020 2018 and if that is what they want us to go they will go ye twa me dobra so we see ye twa me 2 years me ye 1 year my year extra 2 years 8 months tifrim na from balance mama
that's Joe Donko and Ote na no this seminar same way I think so we have to dig deep and yeah also abefro
nka mimi to on me service me man ma bo me bra ma bo me bo na me hwe me ho nyi obi na hwe me aye favor na ye me ne favor na favor me a me service me kotwa me be mo wansam o ni ye ntwa ma me peto sika o me peto nka ho enti me da so papa o tu so last one me de be twa me ni akọ ne say me sramo delegate ye ni ntina me baaye but atwa mu die basket ne faso ani free I am Moyen Kai Kennedy. On Hina Japan. A compre ko ba
a Japan.
And kasase mo ina yenkum because Moyen Kai Kennedy. Ne yen to Abama Kennedy. Ne Kennedy medi anim. Le so bedi anim a yan so police station for no. And now we delegate ni ho ho. Na wo be ye format say me a and na be format say obi a. Wo da me yan to Abama wie ni yan to 2026 and 27. Ne ko lose position. Ono be so anko to awon ni but my minister say Kennedy ba e hye odi begu akwan mu no wo ye formal wo ye wano kakra be kam
me da say honorable Joe Donko and Ote Nenkano for 100.9 and our son Egua Otie no and Sembe Brain and Egua Pruso Ayaba Abe Bobo death penalty ya Parliament Peso Muchasa and Brenum Kra Yabesha Huasam Aka Afenso leak tape Huns and Sem say minority a woman speaker RFA some of the AMA committees there but minority just say a danger pa at the 2024 elections and Huasam Enka minority for just say a Yilangas for do a state Ghana a banyuma kwa hudu binom jina anase efa langas for mom ko bomon sase ho ban ema wo mo sase mi ba beto dwa no Ghana Armed Forces one more at the statement aba on it Ghana Police Service at the statement aba e wo ho Lands Ministry no ankasa nso kra no abetene asem no se said the obonkata bi e ka ho asem nyesa na etie eno dan chen abeto dwasa Ghana ase mabunu be 1.5 million womanya free mfie dunum ekosi mfie aduno 15 to 24 years ebi nko school ebi nya adwuma ena ebi nso training bi en ho ma wo mo ye yasesa na we no Ghana Statistical Service for ebeto dwa enempanyufo ebeboa enkomotwetwe ye de ahyeso Godwin Mahama of the NDC and Sylvester Sapon Soprano, CPP Director of Communications. And ne every woman abeka mehwa, you know, ebebo and come on from Makwaba. But your microphone here.
Nana Major BIAMAH.
Soprano.
About the same.
Bibia Boko. Now swear.
Namia Daruma, Nakupa Daruma, Bibia nice.
Last week, what happened?
Last week, no circumstances. Anthem, and a baby and I'm in the number. Facheme. I cry na mama feel more because me who last week.
Mama.
Inyaba.
Yabakodi.
Yes.
Godwin.
Ayaba. Mahama. A proud Kusasi man.
Proud NDC man.
From Garu
Tempane.
And proud NDC man.
I see.
Yes.
I love it. Nice.
Sure, thank you.
For the biggest population in the north.
Sara da no mo kama miti, e mi go to show.
Awanga za woni.
It's all now kan.
I said Dagomba.
Mr. Sabat, all the same. Me tell me go to to show. And I say omo frame one. They can take my number na me no wedding come na association no me dem ho akodon movie.
Yes.
Last time be a rebi bahana, I'm so e kusasi ni lady bia.
No nya kusasi, but not ofi the upper east.
Ani obi hwim na asase na no kusi.
No, we na tie gwem that time. Adakabre. I think say.
Na the panel say obi je na asase.
Yes. I think Chado area on, yeah.
I'm the langas for na for hen wo money.
If you ask ankasa won wotum wa. But
Mama, bibi. See, I just want a quick, just 1 minute. Oh, sir, I think was it this weekend? And video be better a grass president ne baba na odini MAAME passing of 30 years anniversary. I beto you na ye born national anthem na or your phone call and on pay attention to the time and on mobile anthem. Na you share a very important say yeni na be force mampeni. I'm using the word force. Now if for nothing at all the way and crying no I apologize to the people of Ghana no. The daughter must equally apologize.
Whose daughter?
Now the Danko Akufado's daughter.
Why then?
Ubeka ye Green Ghana 2023 elanchi wo Legon. Na ye born national anthem na ahemfo mo wo ho omu ba ko no ye Ghana chief. Eti one sorry. And a president order ye very furious, angry. Say ye born national anthem na otio. Some months down the lane. Just this weekend. Ne baba say odini MAAME 30 years after the death of the mother. And Oton Safre, the first gentleman of the state, who happens to be the father of lady where I can want him. But yes, you bear in mind, ne say anka nana don't go about any president. Anka yembo national anthem e the event.
Omo national anthem.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Emily no flag bearer and he never went anywhere a ball national anthem at the event. So in as much say a year no ordinary anniversary no or double as the president of the Republic of Ghana.
At the same time husband
into na you recognizing with the national anthem. He is supposed to uphold everything about Ghana in high esteem. Do you get me?
What happened?
Into yabo national anthem no. Anke and a ban pay attention. Now respected the anthem no. She was making a call while the anthem was being played, very close to the father. Anyway, I am more than 72 hours. Metia communicators of MPP wanting to say, you're wanting to say, a national event. I agree, it's a national event. But Metro say, Sankananado, your flag bearer, and Kayambo national anthem, mano.
So far as the Yabo national anthem,
Yabo national anthem will honor.
Baby, a Bebo national anthem. That anthem.
Yes. For me, dear, yes, it's better late than never. But the way or any buyer, some journalists take key interest in it. I can say president idea because of protecting the sovereignty of the nation. Those same journalists, including many who holding the president. So the man Bano apologizing because the fact so a president daughter no, she is not above the laws.
Maybe I'll so prepare an apology.
We are waiting to see. Maka say it's better late than never. But I think say the way on hene no ye no on hene po di dom enim numpo no. Look at what the president did. The daughter is not following or is not even leading a single person.
Mr. Wa, Asema, Godwin Akin. So, with respect, you know, say I have a lot of love for Godwin. But I think it's politically.
Now, who hates him?
Oh, no. I just want to re-emphasize my love for him. But I think it's politically frivolous.
Why? Why do you think so?
I don't think it was intentional on the part of the daughter of the president. I forget her name. Okay, Jankroma.
Jankroma.
Okay, Miss Jankroma. So, by the way, halfway through the anthem, no, Ujai call no, and was strange now. So, into me feel say she came to her senses. To begin with, and me feel say president probably because not of the president in change sideways, and the president was in mourning. It means me hear video na ni sua tata no so me hear na ni asi nyina
so na nim ye ankasa ono da bia so hwe na yi
the chichi no ba me hear na ni sua light one be efri ni asi ba it means say na ni sua tata no nti in that case his vision was blurred so it when hunu ni ye but it's really no Godwin. This is politically frivolous, and let me learn. And I think you're harassing the president of Ghana under the circumstances. Also, money gap kakra. He was in mourning. Not president news.
Minaba, Mini has said, I will do politics with it. And coming can wasem. If the president glossed over the sea war Legon. Hear me? It was not deliberate.
Sure.
After all the response by any whom said no yare, none who enfano, and there is no hinibia deliberately ever national anthem or because of betanasi. So in as much as Nebani Diani not deliberate, no, or any Diani was equally not deliberate. One, bear in mind. I want to even give you the benefit of the doubt. Say. At the instant, at the moment of the event, President in let me tell you, there is no single day almost so-called communicators, almost so-called information ministry, because they're supposed to inform the president or the government of whatever is going on air. Are you telling me that over 72 hours, video that I have an excerpt here, I have an excerpt here, it hasn't gotten to the information ministry and do the seat of government and you see mammy no enye banter on this Jamaican say we who instantly mpoa ya discuss on air you want to monitor the airwaves Emma Abine 24/7 anameboa. So by now, unless they are not doing their work, by now I expect that this thing had gotten to them. The Americans say, so hini odi ninkrofo anim afum, which I agree says for national anthem. The one sorry, we have to tell you so that over sorry. I don't mind explanation. So are falling in the same
category.
Yes, category. And I say such a Peter. For me, the Americans say Akwalano is not better than Ohininu.
But you see,
Akwalano is not mature than Ohininu.
With me, you are mistaken.
The money ya call no. The money receiving call no. The Americans say the ayema Ohinina oberenda apology. Emma the people of Ghana. The Americans say by now over 72 hours.
Okay.
As I say, Anka, the same thing has been
well
done.
Taken.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I'm reminded.
This is not frivolous.
That's anthem. Show to you. I'm reminded.
This is not frivolous.
Miss Jankroma came to her senses before the anthem was finished. Okay. What you say? She did not sit out throughout.
She didn't come to her senses. She finished making the call. No, she finished making the call. How did you also know that she came back to her senses?
Because
no, how did you also know that she came back to her senses? No, you want to say that she came back to her senses? No, let's move on. It's just an appeal.
What is the big deal?
I'm only appealing. Say, many war as a mind. You boo the national anthem.
And come on, be this one.
He's harassing the president. Stop harassing the president.
It tells you that Mampenini Nebusafo has no respect for the Republic.
Oh, Godwin. Godwin is harassing the president of Ghana. This is a serious anomaly. So but stop harassing the president. President is doing very hard work trying to put money in the pocket of Ghanaians. And I will harass the president in Nakakra.
A death penalty, be abolished. Ayamba.
Maminchia with your phone in Anwashafo because of Facebook. So this time, each year I only do that listings, but one more share and so. Death penalty. Idea our status book for a very long period of time. Now, me say some individualists and individuals and people in the school of thought, your friend abolitionists. Sorry, put it out on argument say a minute to say see the death penalty in Aden. If you ama the MP for Medina Crampo at the private member bill cry at the parliament. Say yam pass in some amendment the Criminal and Other Offences Act 29 and the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Me joining the school of thought almost say it's a high time I say abolish the death penalty. My reasons no and me person me table before Ghana for because one more the other side no so our reasons but for me men side with one almost say maintaining the death penalty. One, since 1996 apart from the military regimes your sentencing Krofana you kun Krofono since 1996 there is no precedent waiting me pending the signature say court convicted obi say yenkona yenko kunu waiting me edin insertion krata ase nti mmiri bia no you the one go to a more or less like life imprisonment nti anumpo etre wo say ade no is just on paper. But in reality, no, we are not executing it. And to say if 1969 till now, apart from the military regime, yentimi nya any time bia ya convicted or be of death. Na yentimi execute ya. Then for me, Mr. say it is not functioning. So why should it remain in our books?
And on I could draw a precedence woman. And as I did, the first say, "Yen fire and sunshine, see will be for a long time, you know, yen free honor."
Unim say society inform me how our laws are drafted.
If public opinion says and I say are not in support of this, and also
say mama yin few. Oh, for me, I'm gonna say nipa. It is for the people. Into the microphone becano. That's what we work on. And also in society, you're dominated by the Christian religion, followed by Islamic religion, and the other small religion. And I'm going to say, also in society, the Buddhism and those things. It is also in society, and also bet me I inform me the past president. I'm finding it difficult, say, on the appending of signatures to those things. For me, that is one reason. Since 1969, Yentimi Nyo be our executed for me. No, 69. Yes. It cannot remain in our books. That is me for one. Two, Kaninu, now most of our conviction was retributive. And when we say retributive, you punish you, and now you convict in a form of a punishment. Say they able to me assassin wabrabo. But after some years, now you're moving from the retributive form of punishment to reformative. It's also retributive and reformative as we speak all over the world. Now, say you didn't in order to reform. Oh, more or less, I say, what kunti yankun? Yeah, yes, an eye for an eye. But see, the system, you're running all over the world. Near say. Yemfa nyemengu akwemu na yentimi ense saunfi tibia na wo ma wo yes ade no into a different character. You can be accepted in what society. And also another reason why in terms say ya abolish the death penalty na ebe boyen. Mind the next point enso any say so the kind of system you running, legal system you running and nipa daseni and etna say as judge. Emremunu you see the law is in the bosom of the judge. It is a prosecutor and a defendant eba. Say oh a defendant now unfortunately went to me a lawyer. And I said went to me you see a lot of evidence. Now prosecutor no e the niema egugu ona went to me and defend there. As for the judge there, they are presenting no jina so yeden e the pass judgment. Do you get me? Because it is in the bosom, there are instances where you're convicting Krofua after some years through appeal. And when we say, and no more a committee those crimes, ama ya reverting the earlier conviction, you convicted one for. And because we are in a fallible society, sometimes mistakes no happen. It is a maintaining death penalty no. Na say you convicting the panel of death ne na ye kunu na later you be who say so enyo no na e committed that crime na ye kunwe we can bring you back to life, and a life is a fundamental human right, inherent right. It is only human right and they are against the state. Every human right is against the state. Until a writer and what's a year then? A diagro. Before we take obi fundamental human right, you must be very careful. What I'm going to say, it's all cool. Now you who say, and you know, what committed crime now? Yeah.
It's in this sense, no, don't you think, say, issues like, say, be a committed crime, especially in murder cases, maybe the idea na akọ court several times, any idea who say, nipa smes your benten, adian abono, or no din someone, nipa san, you couldn't be, don't you think, say, the victim na be a nam the suma owu and also the family any they for hear such justice.
You see, the outcome, I agree with you.
It nipa na owu the ongu.
But once I agree with you. No, me too say. But once since seminal banner ye pesi ye amendment on things you share both school of thought. Now you share they deem it fit say you implement ye beboa society. me ma catch you say Andra na metie one of your sister stations and those on the other school of thought. One of the enema omo put out said omo against the abolishment. They are working. Do you get me? In other breath, I agree with them. But the American Indian say for me, some way the fact say you abolish it. Because there are instances where we've had hardened criminals or turning to become pastors and good in this society.
How many?
Of ours. I agree. The numbers, you better make a count about the numbers. Maka just say, me what this other school of thought, I am not here. Until me making me argument based on the school of thought me belong to. Remember, my friend?
But I me more questions as me be south.
Many problem with that. You see, the Ayakan in Anne say, you replace the death penalty, with life imprisonment. Remember, okay?
At the
last time, my institution organized an excursion to Insawen prison. And when we got there, remember, say when you there, you cry. Ube super. And Crawford can almost sem achrewa. You then to understand why you know yejina baby yejina no. Hwe say your mouth house arrest impoa. It is not easy. House arrest. Say tina umpo fie.
Say enye sabio enye say bia nipa ne to one mo an say koda prison.
I agree.
Maybe the person went there for a reason, for a purpose. And na ade no there are so many cases flimsy.
Yeah.
Flimsy cases na so yatam nipa akwakoto ho no mo a yagya ne ho to perish.
Sure.
So what you say? And na ye work cases out to say the new offense bonding and wedi and nipa na ye no akwakoto. And ye won differences no.
Sure. And I make I say most of young criminal cases no based on evidence ye dey able to judge in him.
But said there are such criminal cases so omo ankasa corporate na I did it.
So maybe what we can do, we can segregate the matters. You can segregate the matters. So because for instance, crimes are on death, you were murder, you were attempted murder, manslaughter, you were genocide, you were treason and high yes. Into some those cases now, maybe you let me segregate them. There were even instances where if you want to do, I think, is this smuggling or one of these cases related to gold. And also, you bet me. Yes, AJLU on death penalty. So if that I didn't get bothered on human life, you bet me if you and maybe you bet me also delay the criminal proceedings to the extent say maybe you bet add beyond all reasonable doubt. Other aspect.
Because maybe
so that before you bet my convict will be putting onto death penalty, Now the BIA very clear. But Machiro said there were instances and Crawford after in that scenario. After years of my serving, recently me kind on Ghana web. Obia now was serving, he was convicted for 30 years. Was serving for 15 years. After that, you say, sa na only for. Into imagine say, Sanka a death penalty. When you go online, as part of my research, list of miscarriage of justice all over the world. Uko country like Argentina, as of 25th January 2005, Nadia no Ojina Assembly Bia Fernando Ariel Carrera. Onu say ye jelinu for 30 years.
Why then?
And 6 years later, no, ye who say issue na ye baby su edi jelinu no only for odibim. Then say ye reverse it.
And they say it didn't bother on human life.
No, what I'm trying to say is that because there are errors, sometimes errors.
Yes,
errors. No, there can be errors also on the part say your more death penalty. When omu lucky say any death penalty. That's all what I'm trying to do. I'm not lucky say any death penalty. But there are death penalties in this country. As me know can say per Amnesty International report. As of 2021, Nanipa omo a sentence one for death penalty in Kwan. 165.
The whole world.
No, Ghana alone. 165. Amnesty International report. as of 2021 one a yɛsi yɛn nkɔ na yɛn nkɔ ku wɔn nko a ɛyɛ 165 it is imagine say yɛ ku wɔn and see the more ɔmo wɔ hɔ no the more ɔmo nkurɔfo gu so yɛ appeal and things if it happens say ɔmo appeal proceedings go through na yɛ reverse ya then what happens to the person's life.
That's it.
The American nyinaa ne say ɛyɛ asɛm aba yɛ wɔ two different school of thought for me me gyina side a me believe say yɛn replace death penalty with life sentence because since 1969 yɛn nya ban biara mpo a wetin be inside there ahyɛ nkrata so if they don't have the confidence to activate that particular provision in our laws and then
maybe one day we'll get somebody who is courageous enough to append his
there is
signature.
No evidence to that effect. I don't foresee that.
I don't know, say maybe I see a president or courageous. And I'm surprised. I thought President Rawlings ordered some executions. But I stand to correction. But why a president?
I said it.
Was 1960.
Aside the military regimes.
Oh, in the constitutional order, no?
Yes.
But the Americans say, who knows what will happen tomorrow? Because time I see CPP for you in government, Liman time, names will be a coup. So, and President Rawlings, Chairman Rawlings, be a coup. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? We don't wish coup for Ghana, but who knows what will happen tomorrow? About abolition of death penalty, no? It seems to me to be akin to the LGBT type crusade. So, a neoliberal school of thought for no. One non person mema wari mema no. No matter sex in a filthy public toilet. Oh, chame chilemu. Oba mama no siya. You understand why I'm comparing it to the LGBT plus type crusade? Oh, okay. And the last one, sorry for the last. So where they are advocating that Ghanaian men should have anal sex in a filthy public toilet somewhere in South Agbogboloshi. It's that type of mindset. No. Omo kasi abolish a death penalty. No. You see, just by the way, in some prisons, in Koma AD, so maybe advocate of death penalty. I think it should remain on the books. Who knows whether? I mean, for as long as the republic exists, as long as the state exists, because I think say a important, Brofubeka said deterrent, a pursue enipa bonini. So now, so I say me if you ask me, I know the ochina better war. So I don't expect I'll be involved in a woody, but who knows? Maybe I could be accused of treason or high treason. So because after all, if you remember, people like President Kofi, they were part of PNDC, which overthrew the Third Republican Constitution. And theoretically, at least, you could say they were involved in high treason. Honorable Martin Amidu, I know more members of PNDC, or two Third Republic. So I say, hey, it's not me cancer. Me cancer say, I won't name the ABC Ochna. Krobedu say, the late Krobedu say CPP only seen Sawam. So it was under his watch. But he was one of the first people I see here. He didn't call two.
Wow.
I want Sawam. So in Tiana, or you are phone, sir. No one saw dear. But still, no, me feel said death penalty, no, remaining on the books, no, very important. So,
even though we are not applying
it, because number one, even say criminal be on workers, oh, yeah, they make up death row because yamu death sentence, no, call prisoner, you cast on death row. So even if you are on death row now, and no cranny and guasi ekesiye, Emma wo, any wo family, and nuntino, so who could be bonibia, obejune hon so one here make death row. So I say, no, let me pursue, Emma usi abotre kakra. So na by the way, it's a death sentence, no. Ana a judge for no. They don't just get up and give a sentence like that. There are sentencing guidelines. Omudi ejuma, nya judge ni pen wo a sentence you be. Even say now say a judge for no will be sika 60 million. He said you almost say atu ACN Capital Bank aye won't try on nam hoyi. Obi nso ko wi aboard here man e be at 10 years no. Despite that discrepancy no, according to sentencing guidelines, mra kwan so and omode ya abodi a odioko wi abodi no yama ne 10 years a odemu asebe owura atoesian or that so etwitwitwira atrentue ewo ye asphalt isu in his V8 so enti the American say death penalty no it is not a bad thing necessarily because say enka wutu fie na armed robber aba so aba be rape wo yiri ene wo baba ewo wanim so obi okra itimi force no ne bad girl eda so ne ma say ni pa ne death sentence you see say it's a beautiful law so I tell you na minua Godwin can say obu wo honum a na down the road no yehu say na enyo no a sa cases sa no etasi wo United States of America pa especially since we've made certain advances in DNA identification near the because of DNA no it's me ama nkrofopia e United States and ye kwa kokom especially black people yet me ama bruni bese exoneration yet me ayiwo mafiri mu so it is also United States omo organization bi honum your friend the Innocence Project say wo universities ni mu bi e US every so often no ubehunu na obi a omudi na tumu especially they most invariably are black people. Very few of them are white Americans. Most of them are black people, black Americans of African descent. And omota I don't know for some reason etanya womo. So inti Innocence Project no ewo ho e true so obi wo ho no ma na ebu aka ne sim na enya no. So ati but overall no I am feel say death penalty no and being on death row no it's an important idea bi a hu hia edi hu ehye di boye ni mu so ema ni hu even say order death row no so ne yenku na the fact so you bet me order say yenku no anytime no eya ade bi a edi ehu ehye ni pam in the meantime no me dey can share Godwin ene wo mo o madwene ni say wo mo ewudifo no ye mo ntena insawam ani ye mo latogin ene gary soakins ne chicken oh and but say about the other kwa na mpesa mechanism prisons no they are not intended to be some holiday camp
as say no say they na mama echeche yeah person na ye twenwaso but now you see the wo ko ne akọ reform but at say ye kwa twenwaso na
but I didn't say there
because why the bone enti bone na we no ye pe ba bia di we kwa kosie na ya sesa wa bra bo se na be ya obefiri hono ma obesa ba ka nipa ho no na wa bra bo asesa ye foforo but the ehun ni say at the end of the term obesa no wo say ye bone no times 10
and no ye there true for na there be I work at general prison population and only a whole another story as they say say be enu hia adokoro Ghana no na say be yen kra ye ti abontin nya konkontin timi ntoni na wa koda fiase ane na wo problem kese pa so eno sa no na Godwin mo be say wo betumi ato susu Godwin ana de akoto aduane amomo adi wa adwene mu ye fita so but however no the American say death penalty no I was here to me ema no ebia ho na say wo yi ni panaba life imprisonment not just a life imprisonment and a ba substitute for death row and obi ho no ma obati obi ho no ma or a criminal where we sika bebre ahefie and or a member of a criminal gang criminal gang no omo ye well resourced omo wo sika etu onim se anya hwe de me koto life imprisonment me kra no sika ye de bebre me gang ne de bebre me wo prison hunti me ye gangalia because no be can kire me sense awom prison honum no market e wo honum pa so wo sika utimi order chicken ya toto no yes
amba amba moko ho mo hu bibi
sa outside in some prison wo sika you pay bia utimi nya
outside in some prison and inside ho
say outside honum no na support inside
which is which
say bibi wo ho a wo betimi de pay bia de timi de bra wo prison ho so ati ase enti obi
say the wabusuafo na de bebro
and I say gang members no
but the way I walk no as if say I said that was special market wo da prison ho a wo betimi akọ akoto ye wo pay bia so far as you have money
that's precisely what I'm saying in a manner of speaking say bibi wo ho and I say gang na no wo enam no bibi wo mo ho a every week no betimi asend you pizza no mo say prison for no warden no what you want me na say ayi salia ayi saka salia de pizza ebrewa omo dey so beji pizza na brɛ wo yanka say be a prison hono mo nsa wo mu no ɛyɛ anti pizza prison and anti roasted chicken prison. So I'm sure so what it is. Several stories are. Several stories are. Who are a politician? Who are a cocaine dealer? I order prison. It said you order a golden tulip. Sabi just a honeymoon in your face. But you pay piano. So I see a command life. You see life imprisonment or you kunipa. And your backers and your crack or that prison. Now me tit one man, I'm a yedi me pay. In fact, Obu anu mukro ye kuku dam ewo crime mu criminals no mu kuku dam eti afi krampo de na o she prison ho no na o se sesi ana aban musu match me na match me the prison no man instructions na nkofu okodi dem na o te ho no no ma brand chicken no man instructions mo nkochi ma me biama no ma bechi ma me biama no da ho ne brand pizza so ho enti yetimi ma death penalty ni free ho say ni panda be very important assembly na make no say ni pa no oso hu say I said, you order prison or life imprisonment. I young kuna. You pen warrior. See, can't you of ye? And I gang and so that floor. Only person, Manu says, yeah.
And order prison, we're not that so commanded gang.
That is what I'm trying to tell you. Order prison, no, commanded gang.
See, the question is that.
And it's any panel, Manu said, Godwin. Say any panel. I was what you say, okay, ABI or that death row, no. I young money too, and I young hangy and saying, Ahomano. What one now, yeah, we are not prison for it to me home. Say prison for no, or more intelligence for whom. So police for prison warder for no, or more to me, and who say, Obi or Honmoa, oh, God, work as a mark as I'm about Obi or more that prison. Prison for it to me say, as soon as you are that prison, still no pulu strengths. It won't to me to be a police investigator. No one is work of frat. To say they be our prison. No one walk read the game, no actually say, as soon as you know them, still. One thing is we be more that prison. You sent to me or that prison. You sent to me in the back quarter some man another sentence because of that prison. So I see. And I was here my dead row in the then just one or that prison. No one smash my jerry. Now the bed was more for one couple my jerry trim. You are near brainy pizza. Near wolf for brain. We were trying to get him best. So I see.
Now how it is our girl best.
Oh, now that dead row. You the work or trim say about the and I will get yes. Well, I don't know about death row, no, but I believe say what death row. You are not treated like somebody who is not on death. Maybe a man life. And the manu see a man God in a barbekas at 10 at Wasono. The American say death rule is quite important, and we should be maintained. Who knows if there will be another chairman Rollins who will come and implement it. Okay. Thank you very much.
That's a pass. Saka akwaba.
Yeah.
Young quiet. That's rule.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
They abolish it.
Yeah, my man cheer phone and yeah, my brothers me now more any MPP4 Nana de Don AKWAFO and your vice president Mahmoud Bawumia. I think say yeah ka dev rule asema obi mu you see emotions and nnuama. Okay? Since 1992, I think the last time President Bia signed say young Obia was in either 95 or 92 back. Yeah, that was during Rollis time.
Mantini.
Me see since President or signed say young Obi. We say yeah Timmy court Timmy a sentence so say
that's all.
But not president and sign say young Koku most of the time na AKWAFO no prison house what in effect the death rule is serve just as deterrent but in reality no you implemented death rule even though say your laws no more no say obi ye assembly to the extent say yenku sa ne pa no so a yeba implement we no but me the way I mean who sa death row we no I don't think say yen abolish it. I don't think so cry because enne na ye kanu e bia enne nuema I see a crimes are eba no it doesn't demand death say yen kokun obi no but ochina
obi wo ho a ne present nkwa se oda so tiase nti etimi engineer nkrofo bi na omu ye nnuama yakayaka bi a emfata yemfa no say rebel bi asore e wa Ghana ha okukun nkrofo basa ye nnuama emfata na nipa no Ghana government peno achi o dodge okodina na o inciting nkrofo no nkrofo no ekun no nkrofo ene sa nnuama no such a person uchi na dia na obey no ukochi such a person na dia na obey no ukunu a uchi no na ukunu a ebema nnuama a oye no akodown eblasi one kunu a or what president ho no because still no or your life or nkwa until he can still inspire others to do any and everything, to even go and then break jail or a uniform. It's what is important to say. Because after all, president none of them have implemented it. Have signed the death row where you say obi. What is the motivation? Say yifrum or China na obi a deserve say kunu ankasa no. Oba na afede yenkope law for frana. I mean, if there's there's a reason why Sharia law Emma Nyoma Ekoye was Saudi Arabia. A life for a life. Ukun obi ane yakun. It is scarcely will we see say obi akokun obi. So what you say? It is a sorry. Na see. I mean, in your convenience. Anya die bia na prompt you enye say ye kunkun krofo ba heart bi e wo ye president ho nti na ya in your own convenience say therefore na ye may from. I mean what how are we thinking as human beings? How? Because sometimes the laws are there, sometimes laws are there to serve as deterrent, not necessarily to be implemented to its fullest. So what I say, it will say, okay, no matter what you do, no matter the crime, no matter the heinous crime, no comment no mayankunu. What is the meaning of this? I to say, I mean, it's a wrong move. Yeah. Me to say Amnesty International, say human rights, nipa na okun nipa no ba heart ne eye nyoma emfata no ono de wan dwin the right of the others okukun omo no say man nipa no face justice on tasty the ono ankasa we are no see nipa human right. And I don't think say because right now no who say serial killers be wo kromanis are there, for all you know that it might be because of that law. Enti ena scare omo ena detail omo afi de obeyi sa law no free mu a nipa say after all me kun crofo no cry say me de ye nkumi eno an say ye de me call life in prison na me ko ho say what you say. I don't think say yen yi sa de away from my yen you see any convenience na soprano or kasa na say obi mu cry girlfriend service to omo. You see, they do that. You see, even when you are even to be killed, say you death row na ye kokun. We have what we call a conjugal visit. Your last conjugal visit. That time no, my girlfriend now yere visit too. Now the for the last. So what I say, yeah, they do it, and even they have also what we call the last meal. Even mad you now pay power we are saying na ya kama at the bro no wadi no conjugal visitor aba na mo di mo we are na ya chiwa kokun. So what I say, but ye Ghana I haven't seen the last time ye sadie no. The last time was around 92. Say ye kuobi. So what I say, we should not get up and go and then bring problem onto ourselves. I mean, for what? Let's jettison that idea. Say, yeah, abolish death road. Sad way no enwo. One day. Yebenyo obi na Ghana nyina ba gina soro say nipa we die. Ofata say yenkuno. Ghana nyina ba soro akasa. Eti o pese unyi sa we no frum. Na ebedu samre no na ye de na ekope law no ifrin aba. Let's be cautious. Let's be cautious with what we do instead of this hasty conclusion. Say, oh, yenko ifrim. As if say we have gone through some experience. Based on those experiences, I don't think so. We are trying hard to dig our own grave and to promote such heinous crimes higher in future. That is what I can say for now.
Okay, Mambiama. See, the Army person me canina and say me tie me nua soprano and a Saka. But me sha see feel Saka there so. You see, Saka say emre bi bedu a obi a bet makasa ask for this person there. Let's kill him or her. But the SOT as say obi bia court a convicting say on go through death penalty, it's supposed to go through death penalty. So yeah, were those instances today in our court or more prison. Makacho said per report as we speak as of 2021, Nipa 165
and our
death row so. Ntana na yenku. And I make us say, and met tying with one thing as soprano can. You see, say I will say yenku won, nay the one at to ho. State no be end up spending money on them. On benya a certain freedom and things. The question is that me we now I agree say since a very long period of time, apart from the military regimes. President be a new order in Sasha and Krata said the court can indeed yanko kunipan. And I make us say Yakodroni. But until now, no casino. What are you pay? Those people are still enjoying the meal you have a problem with. The state is still spending money on them. Still, they have people who visit them. In China, if I want to time and cloud with you, is that let us force every president, whether or pay on pay, so long as a court I pronounce death penalty. I won't need to there. That's a sign. That's a porous argument. No, that's the case. But I'm just saying, so long as since over so many decades, I didn't add a book mukeke. And I still say Sky was uncle of one so. Or argument they say I'm fine shemuna if you are say you don't call life imprisonment. The state will still spend money on them. Omanya time man go for be srawon. They also have freedom.
Okay say ye the shame wa e de ehu ebeto almost so because you can be called at any time. Once I pronounce the death penalty on you, you can be called at any time.
Why na say over 40 years now. You ntimi sign. Why na
yeah.
No change. Okay,
I'm a quick example. Asema minua Godwin e kan. Na me can say you very 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 porous. Ntokuro adidamu enyunu.
Ntokuro no wen.
Big one can.
Also one example.
Example no kura me tika kraka ebe komu yi. Akwai say asem na work na akwai say insurance ye wo e car se ho. Say car no me use me car me nya accident da. Me tua insurance, some insurance company for directors ni nyina ho atowo mo. Enso so me nya accident da. Enti de all kan no. Opa kire say since I've never had an accident. Most of us, because most insurance people who pay insurance policy holders, most of them do not get accidents. The vast majority. So then, why are we still carrying insurance on our vehicles, on our houses, or even health insurance? So actually, into the walk, I to say we work for insurance. Now we're driving car 30 years. Now when you're accident, now that's your insurance. Mahama say, "Yan two insurance and insurance."
Ukoji health insurance na ode ko ya dia obenye yare
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying. He said those that we put in prison, we have to kill all of them.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No,
before I will buy. Not soprano air cafe. Say, if you are not you don't go to a fiasia. The state ends up spending money on them. If you cry out when you're or more, you don't best round. Eto pizza and name united. And my argument is that even as we speak, a warrior status book Mumpolo. No president has activated that. Into Mumpolo, as we speak, a woman Mumpolo. The state is still one. As two, my girlfriends will see then invite us. And three, if they want the pizza, they will still have it. So if I say man way na ya problem, inti our person ye maintaining wo book and then you force the president to activate those things. That's all what I'm saying. And about the long and short.
And you force the president on that's what you're saying.
No, the American say.
Argument of Godwin and say Adiana Ewomrenumu for over 40 years now. President Bianewa Waba when you the courage, the temerity to append his signature, say Yonkoku Obi, even though the court has pronounced the person say Yonkoku no. Obi anti mean yet, the Argentina say maintain. Then I was saying a coswa, then I say a coswa.
It's a legitimate question. But let me no, but see or explain your point in a year. Entina answer no so edaho year. Or see identity name Kakukum. Identity name Kukum.
No.
There be or say for so many years or no or the argument say he wants the law to be abolished
replaced with life imprisonment
because after all life imprisonment abolish after all we are not even implementing it.
Yes,
very good. And let me say, why would we abolish it after all? Why would we abolish the law? After all, we are not even implementing it.
So we should let it remain.
It's the same argument.
Okay.
I didn't think they abolishing it. After all, we are not even implementing killing them.
Okay, so
and I may say, the reason why it should remain, it will serve as deterrent. Because one day, Obibe sorry, nyoma bi e wo krom ha. Obia beka say nipa we dia ye chino yenkoku no. By that time no ma abolition law na we
argument say as we speak you want 165 they have been found guilty per our yes, they have been found guilty per our criminal code. I am pronouncing them to go through death penalty. In the answer the outcome it doesn't happen no. A happen now. Nkofo amna se yanku nkofo no.
Enso mo da so.
Inti the outcome
it is only I say. Enisi eyi mmara ne free ho. Yema mmara no ho because say president abesi ko nyina omuni sa akukudro no so mbe apply. There is going to be a time somebody will come or be apply and there is going to be a time obi be ya ade bia. There is nothing ebetimi ede a punishing than to kill the person.
Who told you say bullion van robbery no? It has gotten to the height. Uncrophobia crap say.
But there's not a sentence yet.
No, I'm saying something. No, we've had such instances. Jamaican say na ya de ne court. Na ya ka say yenkoku na. You have nebusuafo, papa nebusuafo. Maybe saying say ampa omunya yanka mampeni nye den. And sign no omunkunu. But on you know say we've had instances and Crawford wishes say and Crawford had want to death penalty no and komunya yanka mampeni nye den and sign on sign so and yes it's not like we have not gotten to that state where people wish that people are killed. Yeah, well, that is why we have 165 people still there. Yes, still there. But the American in say you see the entire mrane ban say ya the mramba so that we will implement the mra. Yemfa mra massive people mu.
And they will say ya shema mpanyi kwa
so long as a one mra mu no it is expected say
it will be
activated and executed.
Not necessarily.
So if for over 40 years you're executing it, for me it has not served its purpose over 40 years now. And for me, I think that we need to abolish it.
There were two reasons. Reasons no also, but there were two main. One for mischief, to kill a mischief. Ebia no may be koso. And the says I know we enjoy until udimreba, so that mischief no will be killed. See, okay, and then there is another one that purposive. There's another one now. Or they say, "Opese uya DAB, the obotaibi, way be, opese achieve certain way be." Into the mreba, ama for to guide people towards that goal. When you know American, some way some way at that prison honor. At this particular moment, see, away or loss at this particular moment. What has the law? Diana sad law no say any say yen fro. Then I say at least the law has been dormant. Yes. Yen implemented. So what I say. But there is one thing they say the law sleeps until somebody wakes it up. Law be sana. It is our law when one day it will be woken up.
It has always been working out.
No, it has never been working out. No. See, Obiani.
But we are not implementing.
Yeah, we are not implementing.
So it has been working out because people has been pronounced on it.
No.
It has not working out. It's a lie.
The end goal of the law
is for
the law.
Yes, it's been applied. That's what I'm saying.
No.
It's just that the last executor.
The law is only.
So as for the law, it's been activated.
No, you see.
Because people are being pronounced.
Why make you point? I am saying nobody has been executed. And the law says such a person should be executed. Once anybody has not been executed for the past 40 years, it means that the law itself has not been implemented to the fullest.
Yes. To the fullest. And aligned to the fullest.
Yes.
So he's now using the word.
Let me make a question. Fine, but let me make a question.
It is our law now. There is no way. Law no has usefulness, and I kuku for basa nti yen law no free. I mean, the law is just lying down dormant, doing nothing. And I was touching law and say yen from. Why should we do that? When tomorrow, at the basic ye here law and say yen fambrana implement. Why should we use convenient means say? Oh, yeah, law no doubt. Law now, nothing happened to the law. Then you just
Saka, listen.
And so
people are killing people.
And those people
are supposed to be killed. Also.
And those people are they not in prison as we are speaking?
They are supposed to be killed by the law.
Listen, let me come in for a minute. You see, the point is this, Godwin. The law is in continuum. Okay, so there is the Criminal Act. Now are committing murder or manslaughter or whatever it is. There was a trial. There is a sentence. The sentence is the death penalty. Okay, but
the manslaughter, no death penalty.
Okay, so take out manslaughter. But let's say murder. So until the last part of the law has not yet been executed, but the law is in continuum. The fact say that by the way, the ruling of the court, judgment now can say yenku by Sunday and on Monday. You see, yenkokun. Until the president no, obe decide say ebia, obe sign say yenkokun assumption. It will occur because the law is in position. It is ready to be activated at any time. In any case, and maybe the Kebu say a president or TID, so his excellence Akufo-Addo, and some will be free to better than in that regard. And maybe any better woman Salia to him.
So better than who's that?
Better than no. And maybe I became information coming to me from my sources indicates that President Akufo-Addo might activate the death penalty before he hands over. That he will sign before he hands over to the CP.
Okay, T. Somebody has brought James Mensah. And also, MAAME, the final order for execution of a convicted murderer should lie with the court and not with the president, because no president will give his assent as we have witnessed in the past.
Nobody.
And if there should be any changes, if there should be any amendment, not total abolition, but they should give that power to the courts. It is the moment the court finds somebody say, "Be a wo, you deserve to die, so go and die."
What about the appeal? There's also the right of appeal.
No, you see,
the process no say play out.
You see, Untiminka said we should give the court.
Maybe after going through all the appeals and everything, that is what I'm talking about.
But the president, the executive president, knows how to me. The president can
and they have refused to implement it. They have refused to do it.
No. But the president can activate the priority of prerogative of mercy. Pardon me, panone sanuamano. If the president can do that, why do you red road the president? Why do you push the president and say, hey, kitty, court are sentencing the penalty? The president, yentem and yes, I beka kukuno. The person should be there. But I'm here to say at any time. No, they have been pardoning him for no. Sometimes they commit the death penalty into life imprisonment.
So
all the time.
Listen to another one. Listen to Edmond's sin is bad. And also they are scared of its implementation because it will be implemented against them someday when they are out of position. Simplicity.
No, I don't think so. For human purposes, to say, oh, me fellow human being, nama say, you see that's the only reason. I don't think
police in one moment. Say, me feel say if a president, any of our presidents, including the current president, wants to take action, I think say on video, because other cases of murder usually we don't see it occurring. Very few occurring. But in this instance, I saw a young man, police in it was daylight execution. No? I think President Akufo-Addo should bite the bullet.
But see, this is the first time daylight.
I'm talking about on video, on camera. Brazenly on camera. No? I think the president should look at that video and before he exits, take action.
When him said the Constitutional Review Committee that was set by late Mills.
Late President Mills, Mr. Wow.
Sorry, late President Mills. This recommendation say you death penalty in fear. And when him said part of the recommendation process and responsibility of the scope of work so Mbeji and Crawford to be part of the final
the review process.
Yes, the review process. And also paragraph 75. Now the whole report was 645-page report.
Okay.
Also paragraph 75. Now Oma recommend they say most of them Crawford no one in common. As suggested and if you want anke ye. Unso me di kan me catch say laws are made for the people. When they even presented the report to the president, white people now issue from the by the president, page 44 of the white paper. I accepted that portion of the recommendation. Say, you be here for them. The American in answer, so catch say, laws are made for the people. Until there may be a referendum and things. You see. Let's go to the people because the uncle from the Becano and I say because the last point they say there was this not the word Justice Doche, who is Justice of the Supreme Court, in one of the rulings and make it a point blank say it's a high time I say this death penalty if you until there are so many instances and Krofana say in terms of the citizens of Ghana says if you I am on the school of thought, say, for me, so long as president be all put that provision into its full conclusion, and I borrow it from Saka, to its full conclusion, for me, Ama Omugusu serving indirectly life sentence, because they are more or less serving life sentence. Then why don't we pronounce life sentence rather?
So what about for me, we get a president who wants to execute?
It is because the law on the side. That is why sometimes we can amend, bring in new. After some years, you amend. As community grow, citizens grow, we enact laws to meet the current situation. Do you get me? In terms of say, bet me amending after 40 years, we can come back and still bring it back. It is there. We are not bad from that.
Mame,
We are not bad from that.
we in terms of your democracy, in terms of nationhood, we are just nations. I mean to say,
Saka close up on it, and I feel
in terms of nationhood, infants. The US that has been there and have gone through about 500 or even more years of
200 and something years
of democracy. And even in terms of laws no crime over 500 years. And they still implement the death rule. They still implement there's a reason why they are doing it. There's a reason why. Because look, if there is even another punishment, I am more than the death one. Because you don't because you have to envisage, say, at any time, no, any despicable act of criminality can happen. If it happens, what is the highest level of punishment I ever me at the month? Then we'll see, crime be anywhere, 80 warranted death. I don't think that is that. No, if you remove it, that is what it means. If you remove it, it means your highest level of punishment will be life in prison. But you say there will be one day in be committed sad no. Even the president, no matter how compassionate or ye crown, he will say we dia baraka. Mamen ko sign na ye nkunipa we na ye free. It will leave the law to be there. After all, we are not even activating it.
But you know when you sign one,
we are not even implementing it.
But what is the agency in abolition?
I don't get
why
it.
do you want to remove it?
Why do you want to remove it? That is the convenience I was talking about.
Made several points on this. Several points on this.
Mate, what I can see, I can't. Adaje boy, Mate.
But who said you use word be? John, you use word be. Say we will kill. We will kill. I don't think say the republic or the state goes out there to kill its citizens, but we will execute. So I think that we should use that word, the right word. We will execute them because the law or the court has adjudged, such a.
Mate, my main comment messages and so Emra Nafe Yentua Sonko and Zanfofro. So the mindset of Africans has nothing to do with generational thinking, but rather has something to do with malicious mindset towards individuals as well as the prospectus of our country. Plotting to have IGP removed based on flimsy excuses from the hierarchy of police service is indeed a threat to national security. We need to exhibit a purified mindset which can have an impact on both generations and our democratic governance. We have totally failed in the process of building a vibrant nation. The nation we are building has no legacy for generations. It's all about corruption and social indiscipline, which is also due to problems of law and order. If people can easily capture state assets, that means the various responsible institutions are not doing enough, but rather wasting public funds. Good afternoon, Mame. Hey, Simbeni. Are we talking about Kennedy Japan as flag bearer for the insensitive NPP administration, or the same Kennedy Japan who rebuked a certain judge and threatened journalists to death? But Kennedy Japan is still the sinking boat of NPP and chairman of the Privileges Committee in Parliament, so he cannot escape because all the NPP aspirants are running away from the bad NPP record. Kennedy Japan will do well as independent candidate, but the rotten tomatoes Alai Baba Madina and Odiwe Efe by Jagos Edway so BIAMAH. So between this death penalty and life imprisonment, which one is good for this country to practice? See, we need to take our time very well before implementing any law because it could have effect on us in the future. Mame, if we believe life is a fundamental human right, it only sounds to replace life with life. If we can do that, then I agree with death penalty to be repealed. But since we cannot do that, the good book says anyone who takes another person's life should be stoned to death. If the argument as we may execute an innocent person, then it is important to do thorough investigations to arrive at a firm conclusion that the person is guilty before execution. For me, the death penalty should be mentioned and even straightened. Felix Mante, PPP. Okay, should be maintained and even strengthened. Felix Mante, PPP, Communications Director, and Wakasan. Please, Mami BIAMAH, good afternoon. I want to draw the attention of the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development that the Tema Development Corporation is exploiting the residents of Gulf Estate because after the land laws buying their lands from the late Ni Ogli, over 100,000 cities, the TDC came and demanded over 10,000 cities to regularize the land that we have the land laws bought from the chiefs because the land is for them. After collecting huge sums of money from us and landlords, the TDC have failed to develop the estates as no gutters have not been provided. So when it rains, the area becomes flooded. The area can be described as one of the beautiful residential areas where Mr. Tego first said, no, say, please, Mami, tell Gordon Muhammad that the daughter of Nanado was standing up, but the chief was sitting down. So there is difference between standing and sitting. Mr. Tego. Hey, Mystic Wonder Avuko. Good afternoon to you. Mami BIAMAH, the insensitive, shameless President Nanado and Bawumia-led government have failed to construct a railway, and yet they have given $2 million Ghanaian taxpayers' money for no work done in the name of a sky train. This MPP government is simply a state of bemusement, and the center cannot hold. May I say, and also no. Emmanuel Kokuyama, good afternoon, Mr. Soja. Please ask the desperate former president that what at all does he want from Ghanaians and what is his motive of coming back to power? Since he does not have any meaningful alternative policies to convince we, the discerning people of Ghana, we are waiting patiently for him and his NDC party and their incompetent, desperate members of parliament to show them where they belong to. And also, Edway Yaba. Senior, Dr. Bawumia is the best choice. Yeah, that's Ewoho. Enoch Asamanka say, at least said about this NPP government, they came to collapse businesses, came make money for themselves and destroy the economy to make the people suffer more. NPP never again. We Enoch or the Frasamanka say, Ena or Debaye. Na Kwabena who? Kwabena Freedom. And also good afternoon, my sweet sister and your crew members. I know weed brings a lot of profit in some countries, but in Ghana, when taking it to abroad, at the end of the day, they will tell us that the weed is sink. It's the weed has sunk deep down the sea. Hey, so if cocaine to me, Danny Conta, we used to have the Namposwana, Yababe catcher say we na de contain a bayer hano. Dinina ayira cry atonsium. Comments appeal 2. And also delegates from Domikwabenya speak out to Dr. Bawumia is the best candidate to break the 8 for us because of his competence. See, let's support him for a better Ghana. And also identity Abana. I think some of the messages no no more answer. Now quick one. Adiabako, I know we have a leak tape no. A minority saying dangerous to the 2024 elections. We have it here. Minority against the alleged usage of land gas by state agencies. GAF issue statement, Ghana Police Service issue statement, Lands Ministry so Ababe clarify. But one thing a person can't say, Ghana Statistical Service, almost a year survey being about to just say Ghanaian youth about 1.5 million between the ages of 15 and 24. They are not in education, they are not in employment, and they are not under any training, according to the Ghana Statistical Service. Then I'm saying its implications on Ghana's economy.
Yeah, Oba.
Yes, Soprano.
As we say, you know, say also they are not in education, they are not in
training, or they are not in any employment,
and then they are unemployed.
1.5 million.
By the way, the only time I'm reporting about, because the and rhetorical, I guess. Maybe can say a very very loaded statement I was a concern on Mama Bia. So now me are very surprised that President Akufo-Addo has not mentioned it himself. This is because President Akufo-Addo ne flagship project. I know Prime Puntinam say Ghana for etoma wo mimi say anu ntina ma me vote ma no ade bia no di dwan asome na free SHS obema boys say Kumasi boys abi hu omo no omo nam ye shoe shine wa Accra ni nyina no eswat ama omunya education because now omo ntimi nko school fees nti
you start implementing ekra no you got to a point na unya open house apa unya
yes
because obia wi JHS aye wo school na
so enu ntino na ema me busa say is the president aware? So, is the president go and pay attention? Is the president aware of this issue? Because we say no. I think say any idea be or say as citizens, as politicians, no. Yeah, dear politics. This is a very serious case. Na. Again, is the president aware? So, and I say, president, no more policy for free SHS, no. Almost a policy for youth, organization, my friends, a youth agency, no. So, any all these other interventions, no. Omo MSc BBA, there is an organization at the University of Ghana called ISSER. So omo say a social statistics almost so no did they miss the ball almost so omo because say a statistics service let me identify 1.5 million youth chese chese omo nam Ghana no muturo do sa keke so a dangerous to national security and personally I'm very very concerned. I think somebody must have dropped the ball somewhere. And I would look forward saying that President Akufo-Addo will sit up on this issue and fire some people. That is another thing. President Akufo-Addo obaye no me who say watia nimpanyimfo ni bi that the only person a president me who say watia no eye ohene mimpa asem hene na wan sori anyina national anthem no. And a president no gina bonti no hey get a carry minister I command you go and arrest him right. And kwa na me hu ye. So but say president okay say a minister of health ekoya say na akwa bibi say la bi
that's ganga yensaka
I don't know yeah oman supply na who say onkosi we papa no so da so nam ho no no otwi atrantwie e wo parliament ne ade so minister of roads me get that super minister of roads so eko collapse tolling boot no ono so no nam ho saa obi anya ne hwe
suspended
president does not seem to be putting his foot down on some of these issues. They are here. The Omo Sky Train. No. Say no Omo drawing an architectural plan ama but don't let me digress.
But you pay the money.
Titi. Mama come asem.
Omo tu ayache o.
You are giving that after the audit report, I didn't know that they are paying anymore.
So, Nami.
But did you know that they paid anymore?
Oh, long time.
It's not quite to say.
Say a partnership. So
about
the parts and a Ghana trace are 2 million. But the matter is still there. But
almost started here.
Almost 30 years. But on my visibility, any registration of company, any other thing.
But part is a report. And an MPP for government.
The report.
On the Sky Train.
No, the official announcement. Official information what the Maya on this sky train was given to us by BIAMAH vice president. Okay, and say, Uncle to August 2020. Now crying on the first train. Into put you on 20.
The American is saying this issue of no education, no training, and being unemployed, by the good youth of this country, I want to believe that the president is not aware. Probably it is the same way now president, and access why aware, but then he didn't act on it the same way he didn't act on Dr. Frimpong Boateng's mining report, and the same way the Sky Train issue has been hovering around the Flagstaff as or So, but I'm very disappointed. Maybe I'm back. It's very important. So now me feel say that situation when it takes away from the president of Ghana's good intentions for the youth of this country. So when you consider say the free SHS program is his most important intervention. So nti me feel say NPP for no anamu yesi anamu good president Akufo-Addo anima as too much. When this situation persists in the situation where we have 1.5 million youth, when we have 1.5 million youth, and if it came out yesterday, I'm saying say the American is all bad. President, I show good intent. So, following in the footsteps of President Kwame Nkrumah and the CPP by offering free education to all Ghanaian youth. So, and then it turns out to say, according to statistical services, 1.5 million Ghanaian youth, are not in school. They are not in any kind of TVET training or any training, and they are also unemployed. Yes, you've been put on kaya you, and you be out. Yakas wo muntua tax, and I had the tax natural warm. So, in this situation, we know, alarming. Now, me feel say the people involved in youth employment, the people involved in youth education, the people involved in youth training, they have let the president down under the circumstances because free SHS has cost this country billions of dollars, and then still we find out that there are so many youth who are not, captured, or who are falling through the cracks. Because to the best of my knowledge, now president and the policies for the youth, was designed to make sure that no youth was left behind. What the statistical services is saying, say we have 1.5 million of our youth left behind, and me feel left behind from education, left behind about left. Oh, Mama Kasa, responsible say why we unya chance na. Unya chance na. No ababa. Pare. Mo de plaster be patch. Mama can say me ni. So I would person sure no. And I feel say under the circumstances I'll not call on the vice president. He is clearly baffled most of the time. So I say nothing economy number be any no. But I think the president himself should sit up. So and try and make sure says gaps we yet me a year free because as a president in the max so with regards to his strategy for the youth embodied by the free SHS program and the several other youth programs are why brave because President Akufo-Addo na me konechi e free SHS but one man says from Saudi we medini ho ya pa president mira ho ama.
Thank you so much, Soprano. Saka.
Yeah, I think say children between the ages of 15 and 25 omu nam omu nyefi omu ko school omu nye juma sonnes and about 1.5 million of those. I think say no country be proud about that, but it could have been worse.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You listen, it could have been worse. Free SHS in Niho, because my other statistics from maybe 2016 and now 2012 how many were in such situation? By way I'm say a fresh way or modeba. But the most important thing to say, most to say time I the death row when I mean say yeah the law back say you be cure a certain mischief. We free SHS. Why did we bring free SHS? Yeah, the free SHS back say because of some of these things. Because now youth no we cry no or mukra even below 15 years cry no. They were hovering around the street any way. See no omunyina we ensure say omu ye school going age no omunyina timinye SHS ni basic school. One thing Ghana we have problem with implementation of laws. For instance, the F cube I say by after 10 years of after 1982, can I say young implemented F cube as at now, because F cube is free compulsory universal basic education. Say or na basic education no one kwa say won kwa na say yenche because you the one was of a duty as a parent say ube protected because una odi o mobile we are, and therefore the first responsibility rests on you. It as a parent Ghana law sir is so replete. Okay, your children rights parliament shall enact such law as are necessary to ensure that every child has the right to the same measure of special care, assistance, and maintenance as is necessary for its development from natural, from effectively surrender their right and responsibility in respect of the child in accordance with law. Every child, whether or not in a wedlock, shall be entitled to reasonable provision out of the estate of parent. And then the C, parents undertake their natural rights and obligations of care, maintenance, and upbringing of their children in cooperation with such institutions as Parliament may, by law, prescribe in such manner that in all cases the interest of the child is paramount. You see, these are the things. It is a government at the law be by say F cube obia or school or award of a school going age. It's your own first child enko. Now I'm fanko. I've the same people will turn around. Surprised to say, me say over 14-year-old girl, small girl, be I'm finding go school. Meanwhile, but now I say, Nana AKWAFO should answer questions. That's the problem that we have as a nation. So just here, and you see, me the BIAMAH say free education way, is not an event. It's a process. As we are going as a nation, and belonging to the free education, all of them will come on board. Me assure say next year by this time, and then next 2 years by this time. Say, but yes, our statistics where the numbers will be the same. I don't think so. The numbers would have improved for the better.
Don't you think it's the beginning? No,
yes.
The numbers improved.
Yes.
But as some Abba from what is the problem?
No, I'm not. You see, when I'm talking about the numbers improving. I'm not talking about the enrollment, the free SHS enrollment. Make about 1.5 million now. A report now, statistical service report now.
At the age of 15, they're supposed to be in school.
Yeah, at the age of 15, they're supposed to be in school.
They're supposed to be in senior high school.
And
under any training.
Because parents, I idea to say a choice. Education is a choice. Education by F cube, and your choice. You have it's compulsory.
Then it is not the parents' fault. It's
compulsory.
The state should ensure that.
But that is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. As at now, we have not enacted laws, sir. Ever taking care of the F cube.
Because, maybe not
which law? Tell me. Which? Oh, no, tell me which law.
The free compulsory universal basic education law. That is the law. It is a law. It is on the books.
Book
the F cube, no. It's a law.
No. David. No, you see.
Free basic education.
No. We don't put law in the constitution like that. Your laws in especially the
Education Act or something.
Your laws, especially criminal laws. We know a criminal act. Say, a dear constitution can say we should provide it in the criminal and other.
I provision say, for that beer of school going age basic, no, as a free.
Compulsory, but constitution. It's also a law. What is the punishment? Because every law will prefer a punishment. Oh, wait. It should be predictable. I say, who say law we say me full law now. This is a punishment.
If there is punishment attached to every law, then in a president and financer and shall say yanko execute ubia and the young punishment.
And Ozi, me
say every law there is a punishment. If it's not implemented, and I say, no,
that be man can say why, yeah.
Because
no, is he not
made provisions? Say, from school going age, basic level, you have to go to school free. It's in the constitution like that. And I will besides say, and you're not young fan man. What is the punishment? The parent now fan a bank go square. What is the punishment? And I besides say, if there are punishments attached to every law. What is the punishment to a president who refuses to append his signature for somebody to
you are not getting it. You are not getting it. President, or prerogative. Or that discretion. The law not a man of that discretion. The law not kasaya a man of discretion.
Okay.
Discretion to sign or not to sign. Law not kasaya a man of sign. But we are talking about you see, we are talking about I'll tell you. You see, I'll tell you. The way I am here, no, and yet the law yet. But we actually say, there should be a law. Ever punishing for a move for a move.
Forgive me for interrupting.
No, it's easy.
The constitution
bring your contribution.
It's for me, I think say, as it is now, Omu go school, and it will be 25 years. Omu Juma. Sometimes it has to do with say your system nankasano, and Mancrofo we school in temp. When 25 years away, I'm sure it's like a old system now. By now, I can be still come school. But you see, yeah, because of the free the SHS system, who started school now within some few years now. Now after you have become part of the working population.
School. That's why I'm go school.
No. BC. The report may say, no, you are a battle of confusion. You see, what the report is saying is, your oncophobia between the ages of almost 15 to 24 years. 15 to 24 years. Almost
no school.
Almost school.
No education. No employment.
And you say,
no training.
And you say, Oman go school. To say, they are not in school.
That's not what the report is saying.
I'm telling you, read the report. School. That's what the report is saying.
And they are not also under any training.
And they are not under any training. It means that they are idle. But it is possible to say, Bebre wa amwa wie school
speculating.
But I say, but Yama Bremna and the mame.
Tell mame, katintina my idea me hwemo no. Madama. The first thing is that
time I read into ya no.
Obi obeka kire obia say the provision in the constitution that talks about education and your law bia no. Then he's not being fair to listeners. Okay, Article 11 of the constitution actually the sources of law. The number one is the constitution. Inti Saka, the constitution ayemra. Okay, Article 21. No. I don't want to go there, please. Mami Kasa.
What's the punishment?
Okay, in the 1992 constitution, Article 21 1B. Article 21 1B. Emma education as one of the right of a child. Right to academic freedom. As I say, aban biya. Asudi eni say, akole biya be finding ne ho e school. Now say aban rep abetena ha na okasa no. Limiting ne ho to parents. Ni problem ni na ne say awufo enya de irresponsible parent. But me refi say asudi da aban ne so because ono no manage the resources of this country. Inti eba gold, diamond, gold, cocoa, any bibiano. E ka say aban ni timi manage no. No make sure say akole bi atini ye den eco school. Inti say ne report about say Ghana Statistical Service say enkwala from the age 15 to 24 and number 3 bachelor mo nyehwia. When me I am very very worried. Uni bibi 10 years from today when we work 15 years we attain 25 years. No more do marriage age. E bi kra be marriage age. When we work 24 in 10 years time be do 34 years. There were a lot of parliamentarians who entered parliament in their 20s. Oh, in their 20s. I said, St. George entered only 20s. St. George even became presidential staffer in his early, late 20s. No, they can't say, no, don't worry. What I'm trying to say is, you see, at that age, you know, where do Mpempensua, you can hold any office. The MBs are your own saying, the legally, no,
Only the office of the president. No, most statutory office, not all.
No,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was your friend. I am fan chame. Why me to me phone lines and Emma mo fan chame pa. Forgive me. I beg you. Watch Nyambwa Thursday. Maybe I'm moi. Metokosuya achamo. Why? Metokosuya mamo. I'm so sorry. I was aware that me fa Ola Michael in time 9 good minutes. Yes, I may fa 10 crown. It's 10 minutes. And I'm a fa if you will so let me so fetch me what a be CBM da. I think this is the first time of this is happening. Meeting at the MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO said I can see Nkoma Salia Saka Afei soprano and a Godwin Mahama. Wanda Roman Obebwa made in conjunction ebaye. I said I can see Nkoma production crew Jordan Macjero Saj my friend Ma Abankron and I Safo. Woman a bomi chidom. Sabre a foreigner Ababeji Akunwa Obeji Tata Amma Ula Michael Abeji Ono so to us who no Siabebo no Siaba no Siaka 7 free peace 104.3 FM Yedebeba Macau.